Learn English through stories of 5. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents: 1. The story of King Chandra. 2. Indoor air pollution. 3. Grammar page. 1. The story of King Chandra. Many, many years ago in India, in the city of Mandra, lived a king called Chandra. His sons kept a troop of monkeys. They always fed them a variety of food, and the monkeys became fat. The chief of the monkeys was a follower of the philosophy of Shukriya, Mukriya, and Bakriya. Not only did he follow them himself, but also he advised others to do so. Now at the palace, there was also a pair of rams, male sheep, who used to draw the carriage for the young princes. One of the rams was very greedy, and he would go into the kitchen at all odd hours and take whatever food he could find there. The cooks would get mad at him and hit him with anything they had handy: sticks, earthenware pots, copper pans, and so on, and chase him out. When the chief of the monkeys noticed this, his intuition told him this quarrel between the cooks and the ram is going to lead to the destruction of the monkeys. This ram craves food, runs into the kitchen, and makes the cooks mad. They hit him with anything they happen to have handy. One day, when they can't find anything else, they'll hit him with a piece of burning wood. The ram is covered with wool, and it will easily catch fire. Blazing, he may well rush into the stable, which is full of dry grass, and set that on fire. Then the horses will be burnt. Now, a great thinker has said, "As the darkness is dispelled by the rising sun, so wounds caused by fire disappear." When monkeys' fat is applied to them, and that will be the end of the monkeys. Somehow, I have a premonition that it will all eventually happen like this. So the monkey chief called all the monkeys to him and said, "This quarrel between the cooks and the ram is going to have repercussions on us monkeys. Anyone who wants to stay alive should leave this palace immediately. As they say, because of quarrels, beautiful palaces get destroyed. Due to harsh words, friendships come to an end. And due to the evil actions of its king, a whole nation is annihilated. So, let us leave this palace before we are all destroyed." But the crazy monkeys paid no attention to him. They merely laughed and said, "You're getting old and going a bit off your head. That's why you talk like this. We shall certainly not leave this heavenly palace where the princes feed us, with their own hands, on all kinds of nectarous foods. In the jungle, all we shall get will be disgusting fruits, bitter, raw, or overripe." When he heard this, with tears in his eyes, the monkey chief said, "You fools! You don't understand what this happy life will lead you to. This tasty food will, in the end, become poison. I don't want to see the destruction of my own tribe before my very eyes, so I am leaving for the jungle. They say, blessed is he who does not see a friend in distress or calamity in the house, and a ruination of his family and land." Then the chief of the monkeys gave up everything and went to the jungle. One day, shortly after, the ram entered the kitchen again. A cook, unable to lay hands on anything else, picked up a half-burnt log and struck the ram with it. The ram's body, being covered with wool, started blazing, and he rushed into the stable bleeding. He rolled on a heap of grass lying there, and it immediately caught fire, and soon the flames were enveloping everything around. Some of the horses were burnt to death, some lost their eyes, and some half-burnt, broke free from the ropes and began to dash about in great panic. There was pandemonium. The king was very distressed when he heard the news. He assembled his veterinary surgeons and said to them, "Please prescribe some remedy to heal the horses' wounds caused by the burns." The veterinary surgeons referred to the medical books and said, "Your Majesty, in this connection, the great thinker has said, as the darkness is dispelled by the rising sun, so wounds caused by fire disappear when monkey's fat is applied to them. So we advise you to make use of this remedy before the horses die of the burns." And so the king ordered the massacre of the monkeys. The people killed them all with sticks and anything else that came to hand. When the monkey chief heard about the dreadful death of his brothers, sons, nephews, grandsons, and the rest of them, he was heartbroken. He gave up eating and began to wander from one part of the jungle to another. He thought to himself, "How can I make this king pay for this wicked deed? Because they say, he who, from fear or self-interest, lets an insult go unavenged, is indeed a man of little worth." One day the monkey chief, in the course of his wanderings, felt thirsty and came to a lake full of beautiful lotus blossoms. Now, being observant, he noticed that the footsteps of men and animals were going towards the lake, but none were to be seen returning. So he began to think, "There must be a hideous monster in the lake who drags them in, while they're drinking water. I will fetch the hollow stem of a lotus plant and drink from a safe distance." So, that is what he did. While he was drinking, out from the lake emerged a demon, Rakshas, with a necklace of jewels around his neck. "Ho, you," he cried to the monkey. "I feed on whoever enters the lake, but I have never seen anyone as shrewd as you, because you are drinking water without coming in. I am pleased with you. You can ask for whatever you like and I will grant it to you." "Thank you," replied the monkey chief, "but first, please tell me, how many people can you eat at one time?" "I can eat hundreds, thousands, and even millions," replied the demon, "but they have to enter the lake. Outside it, I can't touch even a jackal." "You see," said the monkey chief, "I have a great enmity with a certain king. Now, if you give me that necklace of yours, I promise to persuade the king and his court to enter the lake." The demon took the monkey at his word and handed over his necklace, saying, "I'll leave it all to you." The monkey chief put the necklace around his neck and swung from tree to tree, until he came to King Chandra's city. When the people saw him dressed up like this, they said, "Monkey chief, where have you been all this time, and where did you get this necklace? Its splendor puts even the sun to shame." "Kuber gave it to me," replied the monkey chief. "He has secretly made a lake in the jungle, and whoever takes a bath in the lake on a Sunday, when the sun has just half risen, gets a diamond necklace around his neck and the blessings of God." Finally, the king too came to hear of this. He called the monkey chief and asked him, "Monkey chief, does this lake full of diamond necklaces really exist?" "Your Majesty," said the monkey, "this necklace, adorning my neck, is a positive proof of it. If you want one, come with me and I'll show you the lake." "In that case," said the king, "I'll come personally and bring my entire court with me, so that we can have many of the necklaces." "Please do," said the monkey chief. And so, greedy for diamonds, everyone in the king's household, his wives, servants, ministers, and everybody else started off. The monkey chief was fondly put in the king's lap, and stroked and patted. It's true what they say. "Avarice, I bow to you. You make men do things they ought not to have done, and wander in places where they ought not to have gone. He who has 100 wants 1,000. He who has 1,000 wants 100,000. He who has 100,000 wants millions. And a king covets the kingdom of heaven. And in old age, the hair turns white. The teeth become loose. The eyes and the ears cease to function properly. But greed remains young forever. the party reached the lake early in the morning. The monkey chief said to the king, "Your Majesty, whoever enters the lake when the sun has half risen, gets the present, but everyone must go in simultaneously. However, you can enter the lake at another place that I will show you." So the king went off with the monkey chief, and everyone else went into the lake and was eaten up by the demon. When the others did not reappear, the king said to the monkey, "O monkey chief, why have my people taken so long to come out?" Then the monkey chief climbed up a tree and addressed the king, "Wicked king, your court and the members of your household have been eaten up by the demon, who lives in this lake. You killed my family, and I have had my revenge on you. They say that it is no sin to return evil for evil. Well, you annihilated my race, and I have destroyed yours. I saved you because you were once my master." When the king heard this, he was thoroughly shaken and returned on foot to his kingdom. When the king had gone, the demon emerged from the lake and said delightedly to the monkey chief, "Well done, monkey chief, you have destroyed your enemy, made friends with me, and also acquired a diamond necklace. By drinking water through a lotus stem, you achieved everything you desired." They say, a man who, overcome with greed, does not think about the consequences, will be punished like King Chandra. Indoor air pollution. We are all aware of the fact that outdoor air pollution does badly affect one's health. But only a few of us are aware that indoor air pollution can also be a potential health hazard. It is so because 80% of our time is spent indoors. Indoor air pollution includes dust, dirt, or gases in the air inside buildings. This can be at home, work, or school. Indoor air pollution can be harmful to breathe in. Poor indoor air quality has been linked to lung diseases like asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and lung cancer. It has also been linked to an increased risk of heart disease and strokes. Many common indoor air pollutants are small enough to get into the lungs and can make the symptoms of your lung condition worse. Cigarette and cannabis smoke in your home can remain at harmful levels for up to 5 hours. Breathing in this smoke may cause your nose or throat to get irritated, and you might cough or have trouble breathing too. People suffering from asthma or bronchitis suffer the most. Old people who have to be indoors may suffer from pollution-related lung diseases. There are many indoor pollutants. For example, cigarette or pipe smoking in the room pollutes the inside air. Pets like dogs and cats are also the source of many allergens. Air fresheners, mosquito coils and repellents, paints and cleaning products also impurify the air. Dust mites in beds and furnishings also cause many allergies. Those who use stoves and heaters inside the room add carbon monoxide to the air, which is bad for our health. We can do much to reduce the level of indoor air pollution. We need to check our habits like smoking and cooking indoors. We should avoid pets or at least not allow them into bedrooms. We should change bedclothes regularly. There are many steps we can take to improve the air quality. Stop smoking or encourage others to do so. Stopping smoking is one of the best things you can do for your health. If you smoke and have a lung condition, one of the best treatments for your lungs is to stop smoking. You'll feel less short of breath and cough less. Tobacco smoke contains over 5,000 chemicals, including nicotine. People who smoke are addicted to nicotine, but are harmed by the tar and other chemicals in tobacco. Many of the chemicals can cause cancer. Others are poisonous. When you smoke, these chemicals damage your lungs and can pass into your blood and spread through your body. Smoking can affect every part of the body, from your skin to your brain. Tobacco tar. A chemical substance made when tobacco is burned. Tar contains most of the cancer-causing and other harmful chemicals found in tobacco smoke. When tobacco smoke is inhaled, the tar can form a sticky layer on the inside of the lungs. This damages the lungs and may lead to lung cancer, emphysema, or other lung problems. Cigarettes and other smoked tobacco products may produce different amounts of tar, depending on how they are made. Inhaling tobacco smoke also causes other types of cancer, including cancers of the mouth and throat. 3. Grammar page.